Hello and no. We're back here. He's killing.
No, I'm saving them from life.
Life is a pretty terrible thing to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of pain in it, so really, I'm just doing a good deed.
You're sounding a bit like Zurkon here. Hey. But no, the thing I was saying, I don't think Mercy. Carry on from last time. A lot of people think Mercy's evil. I don't think that's true. I think that's a load of bogus.
I wouldn't think of her intentionally as evil, but I could see her sort of like, you know, as in terms of like people who try to help out too much ends up accidentally causing problems.
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe you shouldn't have actually saved these people because they're now in agony sort of thing. So I could see her easily sort of say saving Reaper in 76, but not expecting the consequences of it being, you know, worse off for some of them.
Yeah. I can see,
but I don't see her as being a malicious person.
Where people think she's brought Reaper back to life, and I can see it being like that, but I personally don't think that is the case. Because with the voice lines, she sounds surprised at Reaper being in the form he does. Now, she could just be pretending and acting.
Woo, trains!
But I think what it was that a Talon operative you completely missed with that. I think it was a Talon operative that...
I'd like to see more Talon operatives included in this game.
Yeah.
There's not really many of them.
There's two. I think a Talon operative, like, stole Mercy's work, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, like, Mercy doesn't seem like the person that would write down everything she knows. Kind of like Torbjorn. I can't imagine him writing down all his kind of, like, secrets and stuff. So I could imagine it going wrong, thus leading to Reaper in the incomplete form he is. And it would explain why Mercy doesn't know what happened to Reaper. Because I don't think she would want to bring them back, because the way it describes it is Mercy was happy when Overwatch went down.
How come?
Because she didn't like their methods. There was a slingshot.
Oh. Well.
There's another slingshot. You're now on a train, but part of
Woo!
that. Go forward.
Rugrats Mysteries.
Be careful of the turns, though.
Rugrats Mysteries was such a great...
Because if it turns whilst you're jumping, you probably die.
Yeah, Rugrats Mysteries was such a great sort of special, and that was all about being on a train.
Trains are fun. Kind of. I wonder what you do here.
Wow. Can't... Oh.
There's ammo boxes down there. You leveled up your grenades.
3, 2, 1! Oh,
Boom.
That was like the shoddiest little explosion ever.
It is a bit pathetic, really. But hey, it did what it did. They died. Boom. Boom. It curved with the train! That one didn't. But no, like, she was happy when Overwatch went down because she didn't agree with the violence it did and stuff. And she thought there were better ways to help people.
But now she's back as a member of Overwatch.
Well, technically, no.
Do I need to...
Slingshot.
Oh.
Technically, she isn't a member of Overwatch because Overwatch isn't back up and running. It's still dead. Just punch him. Like... You try... Gently flamethrower. There's a dude around the corner, I think. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, there is no dude. I misled you. To be fair, you probably could have just wrenched it.
Oh.
And that's that priceless item gone. Don't grab onto it.
Oh.
See?
Oh, grab onto that. Oh, I thought it was another slingshot thing. Pressing circle just immediately fired it for some reason.
I'm sure there's a very
You mean? Oh, and Zurkon's shooting and failing. Oh, he's trying to shoot the tentacles. I think.
Oh wow, that was delayed.
Zurkon, be useful. But no, like... But a lot of the fandom don't know the canon, it seems.
Raph, does that surprise you?
No,
oh.
That does. They just flew away. No, but it's like... I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but it's like... They say things as if they think it's canon, but it's like, well, if you've read the comics that are out on the internet for free, you're shooting a wall. You would know that it's not canon. Still shooting a wall. Like, a lot of people get Junkrat wrong, and Roadhog.
How?
They just... They don't get their backstory right a lot of the time. And a lot of the time they seem to think that Roadhog's the one that angers quickly. But Roadhog is the much more kind of calm, level-headed one, weirdly enough.
Okay, I'm kind of curious how this happened.
That's why I just used this. Like, Roadhog is...
Well, I killed you.
Described as kind of like he's lost his humanity, he is a killer. But he's in the comic he's very kind of quiet and seems like he thinks things through a lot more than Junkrat. Whereas Junkrat is quick to anger, kind of like a little bit everywhere, not really necessarily... Well, he isn't sane. Like, and I think that's because Roadhog had a life before the Australian apocalypse in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to say, the Australian apocalypse, but that's what it is. Like, he had a life before that. And he, whilst he's lost his humanity, he knows what people are supposed to be like in a way, if that makes sense.
I thought she was supposed to be the second command. You know, the intelligence chief, or is that a different one?
She's the nerd.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound like that. What now? Come on, I'll show you around.
Let's go, cadet.
Now, I don't know what happens, because they don't actually show anything between these two characters.
I'll see you in a bit.
We're gonna have so much fun.
They just appear later.
Yeah.
It is the most advanced combat armor on the and it comes in all the latest fall colors.
I don't like the colours.
There was supposed to be a cutscene there, but clearly they didn't show it.
So what next? Halo jump into enemy territory? Suborbital combat training?
In time, rookie. Next up is basic training.
But
Yeah.
just
Hold
quickly
on.
interrupt. Oh, okay.
Because in a sec you'll see something that annoys me. And come on game. No one cares about this. There you go, look. Clank comes running up, and then you have him. They don't explain what happened with Clank.
Yeah. But yeah, on the concept of Halloween costumes, the Dead or Alive sort of Halloween costumes are always some of the best.
Yeah.
Namely because it's actually a Halloween costume for every character, where usually it's only the females who get costumes.
Yeah.
There are also some pretty interesting designs, and a lot of them are actually fan entrant ones. Like 3 of them are at least fan entries.
Yeah.
The sort of like win. I think the Hanoka one last time, which was like a Mad Hatter style costume, was a fan entry.
That sounds pretty cool.
I have yet actually to download last year's Halloween sort of pack, but I plan to download both that and this year's Halloween pack. Hopefully there's a deal for them like the first 2 had. I like how Hitomi's is basically like it's Dead or Alive, so of course if they can they try to sexualize a costume.
Well, yeah.
But like they had Kazumi and what was it, Alpha's costume be like elf and dark elf sort of thing.
Yeah.
And Ein they had as like Tarzan.
Scary.
So he was just wearing a loincloth.
Real scary.
Hitomi, apparently her costume was that a bear cub had been murdered and its paws were being used as basically her bra.
Yeah.
It's like, much like with the Alohan flower costume, it's like, there is no physical way that should possibly be able to stay on.
You mean like the flower dress with the coconut cups?
No, there was no coconut cups.
Ah.
It's just a flower ring.
Oh, those, yeah.
And yet somehow it stays perfectly in place because of Japan's law against nipples.
Yeah.
Also, the game is only 16, so technically it'd go to 18 if it had that. So.
What, nipples?
Yes.
I thought it was banned if it had nipples.
Well, in Japan it would be banned.
Yeah.
Elsewhere it'd probably be an 18. Although, to be fair, nipples were shown in a few European games, and they were only ever done as 16.
Yeah.
It's like, we've got France, so,
nipples aren't evil.
Sexual stuff is never going to be... Oh, sorry.
I like beating him, it's fun.
I kind of ignored the training thing, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to do specifically.
You're just trying to reach the end. It's simple. It's basic training.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about getting the achievement for doing it in a certain amount of time, because the loot's better.
How do you know? Did you do it in a certain amount of time?
Yeah. I came back and did it. And all it does is get you an achievement. From what I remember. Because you get the golden bolt anyway. If you try and speedrun it, you're simply missing out on the bolts. So... no, like... It kind of annoys me when people can't... Like, when there's...
Oh, whoa. Man, I should have adjusted the camera first.
Yeah. There's no point rushing it, because you're not going to get to speed at this point anyway.
Oh, wow, you have to do it that quickly?
You stopped to loot,
oh.
So... If you basically...
My character grabbed onto that.
Yeah, and then proceeded to just...
When there was nothing there.
Give up.
So, like you do.
Yeah. Like, if you stop to loot, you've basically not got the speed thing. Unless you're really, really quick. No, like, it annoys me when there's, like, actual material for the characters and people don't use it to base the characters off.
Well, it's like with Overwatch, like with Tracer and was it Widow?
Widowmaker. Everyone thinks they're lesbian.
Yeah, and they ignore the whole canon of, you know, Widowmaker not having emotions.
Well, it's not just that. Widowmaker, like, is basically not designed for any of... Oh, no, she is basically emotionless in a way.
No, that was the law, you know.
Yeah, her emotions have basically been repressed at a point where she doesn't feel a lot of them. And it's like, on top of that, they don't like each other. Widowmaker likes Tracer because she can screw around with her.
Which isn't a very good, healthy relationship.
And Tracer doesn't like Widowmaker because she shot someone in the head and killed them. You know? It's like, I don't know where people got it from, but people... I hate ships, honestly. It brings so much trash.
Hate ships like friendship.
Friendship is better than the love ships, because it's less intolerable.
I've done shipping quite a few times in my day, so...
I don't like it. But it's like... Junkrat Roadhog. Junkrat is the one that gets angry when Roadhog is insulted. Not Roadhog. Roadhog doesn't care. Roadhog actually is smart.
Oh, they spruced it up a bit.
Yeah.
Not sure with the
Ratchet
face in it.
It's a different vehicle.
Ah. Is this for me?
Technically, it's Galactic Ranger property, but if you survive, complete this super secret yet completely on the level mission, it'll be yours to use however you like.
What is this secret mission?
I call it Operation Falling Star.
Not at all subtly hinting at anything.
Oh, they don't do it with the cork drawings.
No, unfortunately they
That's,
do...
Again, another thing that's as good as a previous Ratchet Clank game.
Do not have the Quark crayon. They don't even have Quark's monkey yet. I don't know
Another character that's not included.
Well, to be fair, he was only in it since 3.
Seriously, this is our little secret.
Sure, but I don't see why.
Please save your questions until the end of the presentation. You'll need to access Breck's laboratory using a trespasser, your wits, and the kind of...
The trespasser
Yeah.
you have to go get from another planet.
Get in, destroy whatever he's working on, and get out. I'll monitor your position from here. Good luck. I wish I could be there to see you off, but
Yeah, so that'll be the end of recording for today. We've recorded for quite a while, actually.
Yeah, that seems fair. But like, alright, I'm gonna say, in the comic,
Got it, Captain.
officially released by Overwatch.
By Overwatch, you mean by Blizzard?
Yeah. When Roadhog was insulted by the police, he was called a pig.
He has a pig painted on his belly.
He was
of
called a
course.
fat pig. Junkrat was the one that responded and went to pick a fight with an entire police unit of about 10 cars because they had just committed a terrorist act by blowing up a building. Roadhog is the level-headed one that grabs Junkrat and pulls him behind cover as the police start unloading bullets at them.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on people, you have source materials.
Yeah.
Use them.
Overwatch seems to be the series which ignores source material the most, which admittedly did at least result in Diva's hilarious fan interpretation.
Gremlin Diva is special.
We'll make an exception on this one. Was that the thief woman?
That was a person from number 2.
Yeah,
I
the unknown thief, Angela Cross. Yeah, this is confusing because she's clearly a Lombax. Yet by the fourth game, they say Ratchet is the only Lombax. When who the hell is Angela?
I was about to say she's clearly a Lorax, but that's a bit different. Although they are kind of similar.
Well, Lorax is also used as a Team 4-star joke in their video game playthroughs because they, I think it's Kieran, they refer to him as the Lorax for Naruto because he's the only one who's actually watched anything of the Naruto
Didn't he
series.
get most of it
He
wrong?
got everything wrong. It was actually beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what she is.
Oh, wait, I think it might have said.
No, she was a genetologist.
I'm not. That's a very strange species. Homeworld Gremlin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grelbin.
But yeah,
If she is a Lombax, she was apparently removed from existence in like the 3rd and 4th game.
well, even in the comic, they only counted the sort of series canon effectively from the 3rd game.
True. And I mean, to be fair, they found another, which is weird because Quark's story involves the 1st and 2nd game as canon.
So does Ratchet and Clank's.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that all you got to say about Overwatch? I'm not even sure if I really talked this episode. Just basically, yeah, Halloween costumes in Dead or Alive are awesome.
Basically.
Oh, but I did get the Dead or Alive season pass. Not season pass. The Dead or Alive 20th anniversary costumes recently, which is a nice selection of costumes. And includes all the fighting force!
Read the lore before you try and write as if you're... Don't act as if you know the lore unless you've read the lore.
Unless you want to purposely screw things over, which is
if you're doing
hilarious.
it as a joke comic, like Gremlin Diva's entire existence.
Are you serious, Raph? That is the logical... That is the canon. Gremlin Diva is the canon.
She does actually have her own brand of Doritos.
Yeah, so...
It's actually one of her
I remember Tumblr complained about it.
Why?
I don't know, about, it promoting douche gaming bro culture, I think.
What Diva is.
I know! It's like, oh no,
GG!
and it's like, oh no, you're westernizing Diva, and it's like, no, I'm pretty sure Koreans also do this.
Yeah. She shouts GG and she is a douche, really.
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt about it.
She plays StarCraft, how could she not be a douche?
I'll let you know, just because you play StarCraft doesn't mean you're a douche. That's if you play Dota and League, you are probably a douche. And I play both.
You were saying how you wish more people played Heroes of the Storm, but the reason it isn't popular is because there's not enough douches to it. It's not toxic enough to be popular.
Yeah, the more popular it gets, the more toxic it'll be. So anyway, bye.
Cheerio.
That's anticlimactic as hell.